Hey folks, welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute since I have made any videos on here. Honestly, my camera is so full of pictures and videos of my sweet little 2-year-old that I had to delete pictures from like years and years ago to make room for anything. But yeah, and the last couple of videos I have done have been kind of keeping track, doing some behind the scenes stuff for my own deck that will be launching on Kickstarter come September 1st of this year. But I just had to get on here because I received my very first Kickstarter pledge reward. I had seen this creator post in a tarot group. I think she posted the magician card, and it was just unlike anything I have in my collection, and I thought it was just gorgeous. And so I was keeping an eye out for it on Kickstarter, and once it launched, I snagged me a little early bird copy, and it got in just a couple days ago. So I have already been playing around with it. I've actually tried to make this video a couple times in the past couple days, so I have put it back in order like 3 different times, but that's okay. You know, you just get more familiar with the cards doing so. But I just wanted to give it a little bit of love and show y'all what is up here. So it is the Little Sister Tarot and is written and illustrated by Ginny Thonson. This is the box. It says Little Sister Tarot there. And then if you'd like to pause to read, that is what is on the back. And then we'll go ahead and open her up. And it has a little like thumb cutouts. We love that. These are the gorgeous backs. And guidebook. Better look at those backings because they're beautiful. I love them. And you really get a sense for the color palette. There's a lot of blue kind of laced throughout the art, which I just adore. And then we have like all the astrological little signs kind of tucked in there as well. So pretty. And then we have these gorgeous matte blue edging. Beautiful. I love a matte edging. And then we have our cards. So let me get us zoomed in. Might get a little jumpy here for a second. Let's see. Where are we? And this is not a professional grade account, okay? We are realists over here, so I might hit, it's likely that I hit the phone stand, and there might even catch a glare, but we're here, y'all. We're doing it. Okay. So, cardstock feels nice. It's a little bit stiff for like a riffle shuffle, but it feels really nice, and it's a really nice matte. So can't complain about that, but yeah, it is a little bit stiff for a riffle shuffle, but they slide really nicely on each other. So we have that going for us. But let's see. So we have our full and just beautiful. I just love how painterly it is. Just all the strokes. Very kind of Van Gogh-esque with that, just all the streakiness of it. I love. And this does follow pretty closely to like traditional RWS. She veers off and does her own thing here and there, which I definitely appreciate. But I mean, you definitely see the RWS symbology, like the flower and the little dog. I do like that she's not on a cliff. Feels very open and free, and I love how her hair is kind of blending in with that night sky. Yeah, that's beautiful. And our magician. So this is the card that I saw the creator post, and I just love her. I love her red hair. I love how she's kind of holding these flowers and kind of peeking over her shoulder, like we don't know where they're coming from, what she's doing with them. A little bit of that mystery. But we have all the tools here around her. We have that lemniscate kind of in a Ouroboros fashion up there. Beautiful. And our high priestess. Just stunning. And again, we get like the pillars, we have that moon. She has that scroll here, pomegranate. So you see a lot of that symbology come through. But it's, yeah, beautiful. I love it. And I'm pretty certain too that all of the figures are feminine or feminine presenting. And so even like traditionally male cards, as you'll see in the next card, are female presenting figures. But there's our Empress, again, very classic. And our Emperor. See those blues coming through? It's just gorgeous with those mountains. We still have that Ankh and our little ram representation. And our Hierophant. Lovers. They definitely feel in the throes of passion, don't they? They kind of have this little like guardian back here, kind of in this cloak of hearts. Usually we would see that Archangel Michael pictured up there. And our Chariot, which this feels very Cancer energy to me, with that like blue-green in the background, almost watery. Beautiful. And Strength. I love this Strength card. Oops. I just love how we have like this puma kind of crouched. It looks a little vulnerable. It looks a little timid even. And it's like covered, but it's still there, you know, like she has access to that piece of herself. Beautiful. This card, so we have the Hermit. She looks like Arya Stark from Game of Thrones to me, which I love Arya Stark, so that's just fine. But I just love all the textiles too, like all this pattern work that she puts in there. She looks so cozy. And then we have our wheel. Kind of this outdoor scene. We still get like the angel, the eagle. We have a mountain lion, and then that bull here. The wheel in the center, and there's like a little snake on the fence around it. And Torah above the barn there. And Justice. She looks very focused. She looks very present. Still has that balance in the back of her mind, you know. Like she's going to hear you out, but she's not going to cut you a break. She's going to be fair, but you definitely feel that balance. I love this Hangman. I feel so dreamy. She almost feels underwater also. And Death. We have that RWS White Rose. This like red-eyed horse kind of staring at you. It feels a little bit intimidating. But we have that like temple in the back. Sun peeking through. So there's something good to look forward to after moving through this thorny brush, you know, this painful experience. Something good to look forward to. And Temperance. The Devil. I just love all the blue that she pulls in here. And blue's not even usually like a favorite color of mine, but I really love it. Like the shades of blue that she uses. But you still definitely get that like bondage feel here. We have that ram head. And I like this tasteful side breast also. Kind of speaks to that like sexuality that can come through with the devil. And Tower, pretty classic. And our star. Love those cactus in the back. Cacti? Cacti. And I think that star, is that called the Merkaba? Merkaba? That's what it looks like to me. And our moon. Again, lots of that classic symbology in here. And the sun, it looks so joyous. She just looks so free and authentic and just enjoying those warm rays of the sun. And Judgment. Let's see. Still kind of get that heralding, that like call. I do appreciate that they're not coming up out of graves. That's not my favorite imagery. I do like this better. And the World, with all of our elements represented. A gorgeous feminine figure. Life bringer, creator, and speaks to all of that. Okay, we're into our wands, and this did come in a different order than, I don't even remember how it came. I was just like, oh, this isn't right. I want to say it was like swords and then wands and then pentacles and then cups. I don't know, but I put it back into how I personally like it. So if you get the deck, it's going to be a little different. But we have our ace and our 2. The representation in this deck is really phenomenal as well. Not a lot of age diversity or body size diversity now that I think about it, but definitely skin tone is represented well. And 3 of Wands. And the 4. I love little trumpet flowers like that. And 5. She's definitely bringing that red for fire in. And 6. 7. I don't love this chunk of hair. This kind of throws me a little bit. That's just a personal preference, I suppose. And 8. We have our 9. I do like to see a 9 of Wands a little bit more like battered. I'm not for violence, but I do like to see that they've been like worn down a little bit, as that's what this card speaks to for me. Kind of that worn down but still standing, still defending. She looks quite young as well. And 10. We have our page. Okay, that fire hair is poppin'. I love that. And our knight. Our queen. Gotta have that black cat. And our king. I love her. Love. So regal. All right. And into cups. Little lotus flowers. Overflowing cup. Doesn't get much better for an ace of cups. And 2. I think this is so sweet. This feels so intimate. They feel so connected. Just like raw and with each other. It's beautiful. And our 3. I definitely like to see 3 friends of different, looking different, dressing different. Like 3 different personality types together. I feel like you get that here. And our 4. Five. And our 6 of cups. 7. How mysterious. And our 8. I also do typically like seeing an 8 of cups walking away, leaving a situation, leaving an experience, that movement away. This looks like maybe she's looking off in the distance of like maybe planning for that, or looking what her options are, like looking past these 8 broken cups. But I do typically like seeing some movement happening in the 8. And our 9. And 10. I think that's so sweet, that embrace. And our queen. Okay, she looks exactly like Erykah Badu to me. I look at her and I see Erykah. I also happen to love Erykah Badu and saw her in Dallas just a couple weekends ago. And she is Queen of Dallas. Yeah, I love that. And very spiritual also, Erykah Badu. So that really works for Queen of Cups for me, like especially. And then our king. Oh, wait, what the heck? Oops. Well, here's our page and our knight. Our page of cups. And our knight. Okay. There's There's our Ace of Swords. And our Two of Swords. I like how it's like an up-close shot of what we usually see, right? Like she's blindfolded. We have those swords across her chest at night in front of this water. I like that it's really zoomed up and like focused on that blindfolding aspect. And our 3, very classic. Swords through heart. Here's our 4. Kind of see these figures kind of outside of this window. Still quite classic. And our 5. Most of the minors are definitely like less detailed than like our majors. But it feels like it still belongs in the same world, you know? I think all that texture really brings it through. And our 6. Seven. She looks sneaky, doesn't she? Quite the sneak. And our 8 of Swords. Nine. That bedspread is the same as the backing there. And 10. We have our Page of Swords. Love that corset. She looks quite intense for a Page of Swords. And our Knight of Swords. He looks like Tan France from Queer Eye. He's the fashion one, if you're unfamiliar. And he's fabulous. And our Queen. And our King. All right, into our Pentacles with our Ace. And a 2. I kind of love this like stormy tidal wave in the background. Really speaks to that like fluctuation, that trying to hold on and make things work, right? A little bit of that balance factor. And our 3. I also typically like to see multiple figures in the 3, as it really speaks to like cooperation, collaboration for me personally. That's okay. I mean, that's why I collect decks, and that's why I have so many different decks, because every deck is going to have a nuance to it, right? So who knows, I might end up pulling this deck, getting this card, and this is what is going to really deliver that message that I need, you know? But that's the beauty in deck creators doing their thing, you know? And our 4. There's our 5 of Pentacles. And And our 6. Seven of Pentacles. And our 8. Love this 9 of Pentacles, this cloak. It's gorgeous. And our 10. Oh, I have these out of order also. Let me see. Okay. Our Page of Pentacles. Our Knight of Pentacles. Our Queen. And our King. Great. Okay, so let's take a quick look at this guidebook. It's 112 pages. Oh my God, that little dedication of her baby. How stinking cute. So contents, you have acknowledgements, introduction, and it goes right into major swords, cups, wands, and pentacles. So she has her little introduction, telling her story here. And yeah, we go right in. So it is full color images for the majors. And we get a nice little write-up, and we do get reversed as well. So that's for all the majors. And then for the minors, you get just the write-up and the reversed as well. There aren't any spreads in here, but the write-ups are really sweet, and I like that she talks about some of the aspects of the art and her choices there. I'll show you a riffle shuffle with my tiny little hands, and she's pretty thick, and again on the stiff side of things, but that takes my strength. So doable. Comfortable? No, but able to do. But again, we go overhand just fine. Oh, I was probably really zoomed in for that riffle. Well, you weren't missing anything, I can tell you that. But yeah, so that is our Little Sister Tarot. Again, my very first Kickstarter, and I'm really happy with it. I think it's just beautiful. And again, unlike really anything that I have currently in my collection, so I'm happy to have it. Thanks for watching, y'all. Oh, and if you are interested in purchasing, she posted today that she has decks available. If you contact her through Instagram, I want to say her handle is Ginny Thonson. That's how you spell Thonson, if you're wondering. I think it's Ginny Thonson. And she said that she is selling through her Instagram right now. So she does have decks available. If you missed the Kickstarter and you want to get your hands on this sweet little painterly portraiture deck. All right, y'all. Until next time.